Mustang fans, we're back. We're back. Another episode of Pony Hoops Insight. We're here today with Shawn Williams, co-host, part of Pony Hoops Insight. Nick Moore. We're back another night. How we doing?
Doing great.
Doing well, man. Doing well.
Easy. Y'all got anything to say to the fans real quick before we get started?
Man, first thing I want to say, like I said last episode, congratulations to SMU football for doing their thing. I'm looking forward to going to the ACC Championship December 7th. And congratulations to the Mustangs basketball team for the win against Prairie View. Pony Hoops, Pony, everything is doing their thing right now.
Yep, volleyball, soccer, everybody doing their thing, man. It's a perfect time. It's always a perfect time to be a Pony fan.
Man, and that's what I said. I'm like, you see over the past 10 years what SMU has done to campus and how much they've invested into like sports, athletics, and like bringing that whole niche together. I think it's all paying off. So I think we just keep pushing forward with it. On me. So yeah, man. Yeah, no, we got another night, man. I think a lot of basketball is being talked about. I think we're breaking down a lot of things. Being former players of the program, we have a lot of insight, like we talk about with culture. But at the same time, we're all in the basketball space and have transitioned and transferred to where we're now given to the next generation. But along with that comes a lot of hard work. So, Shawn, can you break it down to me, like, just a little bit of what goes into the work you do and just how intricate it takes to, like, prepare for a day at work and, you know what I'm saying, to spread this knowledge to the next generation?
Well, first off, I want to say, if you look at the SMU recruiting class for basketball, they've been doing their thing on the recruiting trail. BJ Ray Davis, who I know personally, who I seen play at Duncanville, and he went to Link. Jermaine O'Neal's son, who's pretty good. So SMU's been doing their part on the recruiting trail. But as far as what goes into, you know, being a college basketball player and into doing what it takes to excel, you know, it's tough. But I think the Coach Infield and the guys he's got around them is doing what they're supposed to do to get it going. But I'm really excited about the recruiting class because I think if I looked on Rivals, or it might have been 3-on-3, that SMU recruiting class is in the top 5 right now. So as a SMU basketball fan, that's exciting to see.
Mm-hmm. You know, SMU too, they're gonna get the best of the best. So man, in these next couple of years coming up, I'm so excited for Coach Infield, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy to be a part of it, man. And the one thing I love, and Shawn, you know all the boys' names a lot more than me, but I just love to see Coach Infield keeping all the talent here in the Metroplex.
Yes.
Letting these boys go off to Texas or go off to whatever other college, right? He's trying to keep that wealth right here in Dallas. You know what I'm saying? So I love that aspect of it.
Yep, and also his pedigree and just his resume, what he's done at USC, just the relationships he's created over there. I think that's just going to spread down here to Dallas, especially with the market we have down here. Dallas is the only city that has all 8 like sports, so it's a very big sports business city. And when you put that together and you think about what Coach Infield is building at SMU, it's exciting to be a part of. It's exciting to talk about. So I think this is a great space for us to really just like cheer on the guys and then just prep the next fellas to come in, you know what I'm saying, with the right mindset. So, yeah, man, I think we're in the right space.
I want to tell everybody, too, because it's coming up and everybody going to get busy. I just want to tell the Pony fans and you, Shawn, and you, Dre, man, happy Thanksgiving, man.
No, love.
I know everybody is Cowboy fans. And even though we down right now, everybody's ready to see the Cowboys play on Thanksgiving and to win the game. Everybody's, even if you went to Houston, North Shore, you're still a Cowboys fan at heart.
Yeah, I'm in Houston, but the Texans just beat up on the Cowboys this week. But, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna get back to it this week.
People are going to be mad throwing a turkey at the screen on Thanksgiving.
Oh, man. No. Hey, that's real. No, yeah, man. No, shoot. Let's go ahead and let's break down the game a little bit. I think last week we talked about Butler. Last episode we talked about Butler and just the loss and just what it looked like. But we were excited about the future and just what it could hold. And we knew that they would bounce back. But we also talked about like trap games and coming into a game where it can get a little, you know what I'm saying, like teams coming in on a high hat and just wanting to get a win, and they're playing an ACC school. So had a couple guys come back home and play for Prairie View in Dallas. So that's another reason to go even harder. So when we talk about that, let's break down, Nick, if you have any like insight from a perspective from team performance and just individual performance. What did you see out there from the Prairie View game in comparison to the Butler game?
Well, like you said, it's always a trap game, man. SMU is going to have what we've been had, a target on our back, right? And it's only gotten bigger going to the ACC in every single sport. But what I seen the start of the game was just lackadaisical, you know what I mean? Not focused. The energy wasn't there. You know what I mean? Like the commitment to playing for each other wasn't there. And like we said, that can't happen, right? Because what if it wasn't a trap game?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yep.
So I just seen from the starters, man, from Boopy down on, I just didn't see the energy that we normally see. Picking up full court, you know what I mean? Speeding up teams, turning them over.
Yeah, it's kind of flat.
Yeah, there was just a lack of energy.
Mm-hmm.
But when Coach Infield made that substitution change before the first TV timeout, you just see the difference of energy and commitment of doing the right thing, right?
Yep.
Did that group still make mistakes? Yes. But we always heard and was taught make aggressive mistake, right?
Mm-hmm. You're
So
going to do it 100%.
one thing I seen in the first half. Second half tempo was night and day different. But once again, I watched Coach Infield's interview, and he just said, I went with the second group because they deserved it. And that stuck out to me because they deserved it. Regardless of what happened, they deserved it from their energy and their tempo.
Mm-hmm.
The start of the game, I shared with you guys earlier, I think we started the game with 3 or more turnovers, right? So with turning over the ball, we got to play defense on the other end. Well, we end up giving 6 consecutive field goals to start. I believe the score was 12-3. Coach called a timeout, made substitution changes. Then they went on, I believe, a 12-0 run and
Mm-hmm.
lead, right? And that's what we needed. The ball was sticking. There was no movement. You know, there's no inside out. There was no high
Yeah.
level.
Changing sides.
It was just really flat.
Yeah.
You know, really, really flat. But fortunate for us, we're a deep team and we got a bunch of shooters.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God that our 3 ball was that night, right? So that's a huge thing that I seen. But like I said, man, it was night and day difference from the first half to the second half, tempo, energy, and everything that basketball is about. You know, we watched good basketball. We watched SMU basketball the second half.
Correct. Yep. No, that definitely was some words said in the locker room. I know Coach Enfield told them what they needed to hear, but at the same time, it's a pat on the back to the fellas to come out and respond the right way.
Mm-hmm.
Shawn, would give me an insight on what you saw from your perspective.
So first, you know, me being honest, I gotta give a shout out to Prairie View because they came ready to play.
Yeah.
A couple of those guys were from Dallas, and you know they ran zone to start the game, and I gotta give credit to them. They were ready to play. They hit a lot of shots. Number 21, I can't remember. I think his last name was Howard.
Yep.
He came ready to play. But what I will say, I gotta give credit to SMU as well because they weathered the storm. Second half, Coach Enfield wasn't afraid to mix it up. He put the guys in they thought would give them a best chance to win. They did their thing. But man, you know those games are trap games. It's kind of hard to get motivated. To no disrespect to Prairie View, but it's kind of hard to get motivated to play Prairie View at home. But at the end of the day, they did what they were supposed to do. They won convincingly, and now we get a chance to get ready for Mississippi State, who will give us a real test to show us what we're really about. But at the end of the day, if me as a coach, and I'm watching the game, I got to give credit because, and I know Byron Smith, the head coach of Prairie View, I've known him for a long time. When he was an AAU coach, when he was coaching against me when I was 14 or 15. And that was worlds ago. I'm 34 now, so 20 years ago. I've been knowing. You're right. All this. You see it.
I'm right behind you.
I've been knowing Byron Smith for a long time. He does a great job as a head coach. We give a shout out to Prairie View, but also give a shout out to Coach Enfield because at the end of the day, if you win a game by 30 plus or more, as a coach, you've done your job. And so I'm really excited to see where we go next. And I just want y'all to check the head out, man. You see the head out? You see the,
I love it.
You see the Dallas. Oh, I'm sorry. Dallas on this side. This side. Going on this side.
Yeah.
My bad, Trey. Go back. You got it, dog. My bad.
Going off you, Shees, is I love Coach Infield's adjustments at halftime. You know, he came back out and he respect the effort that second group gave him, to where he gave them the opportunity to start the second half, right? But then he also threw that 3-2 matchup.
Right.
And Prairie View did not have an answer for it. So now our tempo on defense turned into our offense. So we started getting easy layups.
And one thing to add, man, I was really impressed. And for me as a player and as a coach, I'm an old school guy. And to see those guys shoot the way they shot the basketball in the first half, even though game was close, you know, to have 8 or 9 guys that can shoot the three and shoot the basketball the way that us as SMU shot it, I was really impressed by that. That was really cool to see. And
what's crazy, it's from the 1 man all the way to the 5 man.
Right, everybody can shoot the ball. Yeah.
Very, very impressive.
So you can, at that point, like, you got guys on the board, but at the same time on the offensive end, you got guys that are shooting from the top of the key. We talk about Keon and guys like Colbert. Even Colbert stepped in and shot a couple jumpers. You know what I'm saying? So for those guys to be able to step in from the floor, like, the more I focus in on the game, I start to see how the numbers change and how the numbers really play a part. And we talk about the first half versus the second half and how complacent we were. And Prairie View to start the game were up +7 at the 16:57 mark. And it was a tie ball game by 14:46 when the second group came in. But to finish off the half, we did go on a run to be up 8 with 10 minutes to go. But around 4 minutes left to go in the half, we were only up 1. So when you start to see the game flow and you start to see what lineups are in the game, the pace we're playing at, how many times the other team touches the paint, how comfortable they feel, the numbers really line up and correspond with how we're playing and the pace we're playing. Because in the second half, you can watch that and you can totally say we were assertive just based on the numbers.
To kind of bounce off that, and like I said, I'm an old school guy, and I'm a lot older. And so when I played at SMU, the games were in the maybe the 60s, maybe the 70s, maybe the 80s. And I got to get adjusted and kind of used to seeing 100-point game. And it wasn't that SMU was playing bad, but I'm kind of, to give up 70-some points is a lot. But I'm getting adjusted. And when you shoot the ball as well as SMU shoots the ball, and when you play the way that SMU plays, to give up 70 points and you score 100-something, it ain't nothing. So I'm kind of excited to see the way that they play and the way Coach Infield plays. Because me as a fan and as a coach, damn, that's a lot of points. But
we was trained to play defense first.
Right. That's true.
Control the tempo on offense.
Right. That's true.
So,
that's true.
If you really think about it, man, our 70 points was 120.
That's true.
It was 70 points, and it was coming at the right time. Yeah.
Right.
Off of that, man, I want to shout out. I'm gonna use She's term. I want to shout out Chuck, and I want to shout out Matt Harris, man.
Matt Cross.
Chuck, you was my X factor, big dog, and Matt, you was the MVP of the game to me, man. Y'all both have a huge impact.
Hey,
and that man, and y'all.
Matt's game is nice, bro, because the way he turns post-ups into actions and just
he understands how to play the game of
basketball.
basketball.
How to play the game.
He's everything. He's a shooter. You know what I'm saying? He's a guard. He's a post. He could do this the whole year, man. I'm excited for him. So keep doing your thing.
So this is funny right now, guys. So hear me what I'm saying is. Now, if you know LB, Matt Krause. White basketball players, LB with a little bit Matt Krause might have been a guy he loved to. He might have played Matt Krause because he's a real basketball player.
No, man, he actually does.
He's a real basketball player.
You never know with LB though.
No, yeah.
all you do is just run to the corner. And all
Just
you
go to the corner, the ball mover.
He said, I hate coaching guys like you.
But Matt Cross, I think Matt Cross, Larry Brown would have loved to coach Matt Cross.
Man, talk to me, man. Like, and we talk about with Mississippi State coming in, and not to go into the preview just yet. We just want to play Butler, to have a game against Prairie View, who's a SWAC team, and then have Mississippi State. Those are two big games.
Right.
Like, what is the mindset the team have to be in to like stay present, to like do what they did, especially in the second half? You know what I'm saying?
I feel like it's, you know what I mean, going back to the drawing board. I feel like film is huge. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be long, but you need to chop down great possessions that the ball was moving. And then I also think you need to dissect great defensive possessions that led to running, right?
Yep.
Like you need to, and then you also need to show some bad stuff. And like, this is what we do not, right? Because when you play polish things on the court, but when you go back and you actually sit down and you watch yourself or you watch the team, that's how I feel like you get better, right? I say this now because I'm older and I'm a coach, and I'm starting to do a lot of film, like chopping for the guys at the high school. And I wish I was like that when I was playing, going back and dissect stuff. But bro, I just wanted, I was ready for the lights to be on and jump ball. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So and Nick, to add to that, like, you're right. Now we're old men. We got beards and we coaches. But there's always, and I go back to Coach Hart, who's on the Jay Hart, who's on the staff at SMU. There also has to be a coach that's like, we ready? Let's go. Let's go.
Shout out Jay Hart,
and I think he's that guy. And in the older coaches, like trying to get them on. But at the end of the day, you get to play SEC opponent. Man. You get to play Mississippi State. And at the end of the day, it's mano a mano. We ready. And I think SMU is ready. They've been battle tested. They went on the road to face Butler. They had a couple preseason games. Now it's trying to
but on the lights,
use my French, to let them hang. It's time to let them hang.
I love the dynamic of the coaches. Like you said, man, Coach Enfield, he be keeping his cool. But if you ever seen was it Capo?
Yeah.
He be getting that ass, boy.
Right.
I love the balance that they have, man.
For sure.
That's what makes them such a great staff, because they believe in each other, and they also let whoever it is play that role, and everybody's okay.
And speaking about the staff, we talk about the big man development with Igatolu, and then Colbert, just seeing him emerge. Shout out to Coach Mobley. And what he's doing with the big fellas, and just what he brings to the table and his expertise. Just the whole staff, Coach Ford, Coach White, man, just everybody, man. So Coach Jay, just showing love to just what they do and the time that they put in. Yep. Coach Karras also, man, I've seen them come in, take on a role, and have a balanced staff where they can do that. Also with Friday, it is a doubleheader, so we got to shout out the women's basketball team.
Let's go, women's basketball. Let's go.
And we are
women's basketball. You know what I'm saying?
Coach Wilson, let's go, Coach Wilson, let's go.
Yeah.
So, do your thing.
We trying to build Moody Magic back up and just show the love to both teams. You know what I'm saying? And shout out Coach Wilson and all the players and all the athletes and everything that goes into the women's basketball team.
We need to start getting the MVPs of each group on here. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
We need to give them some love too, because this.
So speaking of women's basketball, I want to give a shout out to one of my coworkers. So I'm the head boys coach at Rock Hill basketball, but the women's head coach is 1,000 scorer at Rock Hill at SMU basketball. Keena Mays. Want to give her a shout out. Yeah, but SMU women's basketball, men's basketball, we everywhere, man. SMU. So look at the hand for everybody. SMU basketball is you might want to talk about the pinnacle of all basketball.
My AD, shout out to Melissa High School.
There you go.
You feel me?
That's Stenton. He played football at
Let's go.
Shout out to Nigel Smith.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Assistant principal at Melissa.
Let's go.
We everywhere, baby.
Everywhere.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. The brand, the SMU brand, and just like the integration with Dallas, man, like this program is so rich. And I think it's just like, we just got to keep sharing it. We got to keep like these relationships with people that are in our spaces now. Like, we got to keep showing love to these people because they make us who we are. They make the program who we are. So they've been supporting. So we just got to show the love back, man.
That's the best thing you just said, man. They always have supported us, no matter what.
Hey, no, it's always gonna be genuine. So yeah, man. Now we're gonna let's break down Mississippi State a little bit. I know we just to close off with Prairie View. They did their thing, and I think they ended it off on a high note, so they have some confidence going into the Mississippi State game on the flow.
So, Jarrey, before we start how much did we win by in that Prairie View game? Was it 30?
The score was 110 to 69.
Okay.
Hey, one thing before we get into Mississippi State, right?
Yeah.
My dad blowing me up. Sorry, y'all.
Oh no.
I know you're dead. Your dad a fool.
Dang, you know what I mean? Dang,
gotta have it.
I love you though. One thing I want to say is, man, the assist.
Right.
Butler being 9 to Prairie View being 25.
That's a lot.
Bro, that is a big difference.
That is a big difference.
Right.
If they keep that mindset going into Mississippi State gonna have some problems.
They should be in trouble. They should be in trouble.
That's 25 assists on 37 makes.
That's crazy.
Only 12 shots were taken with no assists. So that means they're sharing it and they're trusting each other. And we talk about the opposing team field goal just as much as we're sharing it. Like that, I think that zone. I think Coach Infield's gonna take advantage of that zone when he really needs it. And he was speaking about how he uses it. You got to sometimes use a different defense when it's not working, so it shows that adjustment. So I'm excited. I'm excited for Friday. But yeah, to break them down a little bit, Mississippi State out of the SEC. They're coming down to Dallas, Texas on Friday. November 22nd, 2024. And they'll be playing at Moody Coliseum. Y'all know what it is. So fans, make sure y'all tune in and y'all
Moody Magic.
You know what I'm saying?
These boys, man, they deserve
it. Tune in tonight. Tune in. So they're coming off they're 4-0. They're coming off 2 wins against Utah and Southeastern Louisiana. Their main guy is Hubbard, Jay Hubbard. He is averaging 21.8 points per game. Keyshawn Murphy is averaging 7.8 rebounds per game. And Josh Hubbard is averaging 3.2 assists per game. So it's obviously to see the point guard.
He's trying to score.
He's trying to score. He got 3 assists on the season. Yeah, he's trying to put that in the cup. So with that kind of outline, I mean, to not really too focused on Mississippi State, but knowing you have a guard at the spearhead, like how do you contain that? Do you think the zone is the right space for it? Do you think man is based on our lineups and how we start the game? How do you contain a guy like that know he's trying to get a bucket?
I mean, I'm going man.
Yeah.
There you go.
This is me, right? And I want somebody, because I go off of what she said last week when him and Nick Russell was arguing. I want to see who's the dog on the team.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure. Yep.
Like,
Nick Russell was the dog.
You know what I'm saying? I'm going to shut him down. I want somebody to take that job serious. You know what I'm saying? Somebody to fight over that job. That's what I'm doing. Now, if you have to make adjustments, we can do that, right? But at the end of the day, man, we got to worry about SMU first.
Yep.
We got to master what we need to master, and it got to take care of itself. Mississippi State need to be worried about us.
Bottom line, they coming to Dallas. So
you know what I mean? They
coming to Dallas. You can't come in too light.
and all these new teams that we playing, they ain't seen what Moody Coliseum is about.
For sure.
Right. Yep.
So it's gonna be a whole different atmosphere for them.
Yep. Exactly.
So Jarrey, one thing I haven't told you or Nick, I grew up a big wrestling fan, right? I grew up WWF. So I'm gonna cut a wrestling promo real quick I'm gonna turn into my Hulk Hogan real quick.
Okay.
Go
Mississippi State brother. You want to come to Dallas, brother?
You want to be a
You think you want to mess with the SMU Mustangs, brother? You got another thing coming, brother. Because you're going to come to Dallas.
Hey,
what's your macho man? You think you're ready? You're going to get your ass kicked right back to Mississippi State, brother.
Hey, what's the one guy that kept always saying, what? Which one's that?
What? Mississippi State, you don't stand a chance. I bet my bottom dollar you come to Dallas and we see you right back to Starksville, Mississippi. Because the one thing about Dallas, Texas, can you smell what we cooking, brother?
Hey, bro, what y'all think they be doing?
I can't with Shawn, bro. Shawn funny, boy.
Man, bro, what is wrong with the kids, man?
Hey, and then when all the wrestling fans watch this podcast, bro, it's gonna pop off because
Hey,
y'all need to tune in. It's the new show right now.
No, for real. Hey, that's what I'm saying. Pony Hoops Insight. I'm telling you, we got the insight, but at the same time, man, it's beyond the hoops, man. It's beyond the art. It's beyond the art. So you just got to put it together, man. But yeah, man, like you said, it's about SMU. It's not even about, you know what I'm saying? It's not about Hell State or whatever they talking about. Hell State, hell no.
We got SMU football, SMU basketball, SMU volleyball, SMU soccer. I got the hat. We ready.
Yep.
Hey, we want all the smoke.
No, for sure. And you heard it from us. Hey, and that's what I'm saying. I think, and to kind of give a foreshadow, we're not going to do it this game, but there's going to be a game where Moody fans, when we're going to be in the lobby, and we're going to have a surprise for you. So
yes, sir.
Stay tuned. With the plans we have for Pony Hoops Insight, we're here to just give an analysis about basketball, about SMU basketball, talk a little jab, you know what I'm saying? Laugh a little bit, just create a space. So, man, I think this is going to be big. I think we're doing everything that we need to do. But y'all got any final notes, man?
Jarrey, I want to say, so one thing, you did a great job in the hashtag on the Twitter. You said hashtag run with it. And that's going to be our thing. Hashtag run with it. Larry Brown says run with it. And SMU Dallas Pony run with it. Let's go.
You know what I'm saying?
It all add up, bro. Ponies running, run with it.
Run with it. Let's go.
Yeah. No, we right on the tune, man. So, I'm always appreciative of you fellas. Like, we went right into it today because I think this is just good information we're talking about. But I'm always thankful for y'all's insight, y'all's perspective, the time and work that y'all put in to break down the games and give back to SMU basketball and to the fans. So always appreciate your time and what we're building here. So,
yep, nothing but love for y'all.
Love you, SMU. Pony up. SMU football, December 7th. I will be in North Carolina. That's when the SEC championship. Basketball, let's get it. Volleyball, let's get it. Soccer, let's get it.
Let's do it.
You see it.
You know what I'm talking about.
And whoever want to hit my line and invest my money, let's get it.
Let's talk about it. hey, that'll be no problem.
I'm trying to donate back to y'all.
You feel me? It's all full circle. It's all full circle.
I'm crazy.
No, but coming up soon, we will have special guests. We'll be having players, current players,
recruits,
former players, recruits. Yeah. We're gonna turn this into a space where y'all really have the insight of what's going on with Pony Hoops, past, present, and future. So stay tuned with us, man. This is the crew: Nick Moore, Shawn Williams. I'm Jarrey Foster. This is Pony Hoops Insight, Episode 2, Prairie View A&M Breakdown versus SMU. And we're looking forward to the Mississippi.
Y'all boys, man. Love everybody.
Let's go.